Listen to me very closely. I'll give you some advice like a proper senpai. Don't pity yourself. Once you go down that road, life turns into an endless nightmare.
The Tragedy of Dazai Osamu, a deep dive. Dazai Osamu, a man of laughter, wit, and charm, but also someone who constantly flirts with death. To the world of Bungou Stray Dogs, he's brilliant, he's funny, he's invincible. But beneath all that charisma is a tragedy so deep, most never even notice it. Today, I want to talk about what makes Dazai one of the most broken characters in anime, and why his pain hides in plain sight. Part 1, The Mask He Wears. Let's start with what most people see. Dazai is eccentric. He jokes about suicide like it's nothing. He plays dumb, he plays dead, and he plays God all in the same episode. But that mask of humor, it's not just a personality quirk, it's armor. Dazai doesn't laugh because he's happy. He laughs so no one hears him scream. He masks his trauma behind absurdity, and it works, because in a world full of chaos, he controls how people see him. He chooses to be the clown, so no one suspects the crying man behind the curtain. Part 2, A Past Drenched in Blood. Dazai's story begins in darkness. At just 14, he was recruited into the Port Mafia, not because he was strong, but because he was empty. Mori, the boss of the mafia, saw that emptiness and shaped it into something useful. He didn't give Dazai a purpose, he gave him power, and that power made Dazai a monster. He became a strategist, a killer, a cold-blooded genius who could end lives with a whisper, but even then, he felt nothing. That's the true tragedy. Not what he did, but how little it meant to him. Dazai wasn't evil, he was just numb. Part 3, Searching for Meaning. Eventually, Dazai left the mafia, but not because he wanted to be good. He left because even evil bored him. He'd tried everything: violence, manipulation, even self-destruction, and still, he felt nothing. So he joined the armed detective agency, not because he believed in justice, but because he wanted to see if there was anyone left in the world who could prove him wrong, someone who could show him that life might still have value. In many ways, Dazai isn't trying to live, he's just waiting for a reason not to die. Part 4, Chusha Atsushi, and the humanity he denies. Here's where it gets real. There are moments, rare ones, where Dazai lets his walls down. With Atsushi, we see glimpses of someone who mentors, who guides, who cares, even if he never says it outright. But with Chuya, it's different. Sokoku isn't fan service. Dazai and Chuya were partners in hell. They know each other's sins. They saved and destroyed each other more times than anyone knows. And still, when it counts, Dazai trusts Chuya with his life. That kind of bond doesn't come from nothing. So if Dazai believes in anyone, it's not the world, it's people. Specific ones, scarred ones. Part 5, The Suicide Obsession. We can't talk about Dazai without mentioning his obsession with dying. But what people often miss is that it's not always a joke. Dazai doesn't want to die in just any way. He wants a beautiful death. Something poetic, meaningful, romantic even. Because in truth, what he really wants isn't death, it's peace. And if life can't give him that, maybe, just maybe, death can. Ending the quiet tragedy. Dazai's tragedy isn't that he's suicidal. It's that he's alive and doesn't know what to do with it. He has intelligence, power, allies, but none of that fills the hole inside him. He watches others fight for their lives, for hope, for love, and all he can do is wonder, why can't I feel that too? So he keeps laughing, keeps living, not because he wants to, but because somewhere deep down, he still hopes that someone, someday, might give him a reason to stay. Dazai Osamu is not a hero. He's not a villain. He's a mirror, reflecting everything we try not to admit about pain, survival, and the quiet war inside ourselves. Thanks for watching my first ever analysis video. I'll always try my best to improve. And if you have any suggestions, then comment below and